Okay, good morning everyone. So thanks for dropping by today. I know you guys have very busy schedules, but I hope I managed to share with you at least something to take home at the end of this half day. Okay. So let me do a quick introduction of myself. As you can see, my name is Raymond. Thanks Patrick for the introduction. I'm with a company called Dynamics Asia, and what we primarily do is we focus on system-centered technologies. So Patrick approached me a couple of months ago actually to see how I can contribute to his user group, the SharePoint user group. So we got about talking and says, okay, let's talk about how to manage or monitor SharePoint, or sorry, what's it called again?
SharePoint server.
Office SharePoint server, right? Yeah, Office SharePoint server. Not portal anymore. Office SharePoint server. So I built this session today, and I welcome any feedback. So if you have any feedback on how we can improve this session today, please, by all means, share that with me. Okay. Now, from the hands that Patrick asked earlier, some of you already have SharePoint, right? May I ask, for those of you with SharePoint, how many servers do you have in your SharePoint environment? 40? 40? 40 no? 14, not 40, eh? 40 is quite scary. What about you? Sir? How many servers? About 6 servers, right? Are they all SharePoint servers? Or they're a mix of some databases? Right? So some of them are SQL servers, some of them are SharePoint servers, some of them are web servers, right? Anybody else SharePoint? No? Nobody else has SharePoint? Two servers? What are the mix of your servers?
One for web front-end, the other one is for database.
Okay, right, so one web and one database server. Okay, so can I ask, like for example, do you manage your SharePoint servers today? You have 14 servers today, right? How do you know that everything is going okay in your SharePoint today?
All of them are for different purposes.
Okay.
So some of them are system integration servers, some are developers servers. And then we have 4 enhance, 1 CMS.
Okay.
And staging.
Oh, okay, interesting. So you're using SharePoint for a lot of users, right? So how is there a way today that you can safely monitor SharePoint, or let's say if there's an issue with the servers or something, how do you troubleshoot that today?
Normally we set up all the servers right on my one, then we get the issue. Because all of them are for different user groups, right? So when they complain, so we know which server.
Actually, that's the best alert in the world. Alert from the user, right? Very loud sometimes. So, does it take long for you normally to troubleshoot? Or pinpoint?
Previously, yeah, it takes some time, but after a while you know already.
Yeah, because you're experienced, right? How long did it take you to get that experience?
About 6 months.
6 months, right? Well, so in a nutshell, what I was trying to get is that actually what I'm going to share with you today doesn't only apply to SharePoint. Okay, it applies generally to any application or any service, right? If you have certain mission critical servers that you know has to be up all the time, that you know you don't want to get the loud user complaints, or even the phone call from the CEO. Right, that's the worst you can get, right? At 5 a.m. in the morning, having your CEO wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning to call you, that's not something you want, right? So how does one actually, or is there a technology out there today, or a few technologies that can help in terms of managing these critical servers? So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Now, the technology that I'm going to talk to you today is Microsoft System Center, and Microsoft System Center. Microsoft System Center is a make of a couple of different products. I'll get that to you in a minute. Typically today, Microsoft System Center has 6 different products in the suite. So you have System Center Operations Manager, Configuration Manager, Data Protection Manager, you have Virtual Machine Manager, and then you have the smaller System Center Essentials, and then you have Mobile Device Manager. And upcoming, I think in 2 months, there's going to be something called service manager, which is typically your service desk or your help desk systems. Alright? So what I'm trying to get today here is that, well, I've been dealing with systems management for the last 8 years. And I've been doing systems management products for the last 8 years. So a lot of the times when we actually go in and talk to customers, these are some of the areas which I gathered from them. Right? So one of it is in terms of cost. This one only management like to talk about it, right? Cost, right? ROI. Okay, when I invest in something, what am I getting back in return? Okay, the things about issues and conflicts. If it takes 6 months, let's say, to resolve one particular problem, right? How much cost will that involve in? How much do you think? Let's say, let's take an example. Everybody knows maybanktoyou.com, right? Yeah. What do you think it will cost them if maybanktoyou.com was down for, don't say 6 months, right? Let's say 6 minutes. Right? 6 minutes. Do you think it will cost them a lot of money? I think it will cost them a lot of money. Right? They have so many hits per day. 6 minutes is a very, very long time for them. So this is what they talk about cost when they talk about issues. How long does it take to resolve a problem? When you talk about security breaches, when somebody gets into a system, now security breaches not necessarily only mean somebody hacking into the system, right? It could be someone internally, an administrator, making a mistake. Why? Because administrators have full power, right? Nobody can stop an administrator, right? He can do practically everything he wants. So what if he made a mistake? That can we say it's a security breach? It is. Right? Because it happened something to do with the system. And it was done by a very high level security account. So the cleanup efforts after that, I'll share with you, I won't say the company name because it was a very unfortunate incident. But a couple of 2 months ago, there was a company administrator who made unfortunately a very bad mistake. So he was using a software, and this software helped to do formatting of machines. Right? So it is very useful, right? Yeah. So when you talk about managing desktops, it's so useful. If I can have a tool that can go out and format and install operating systems remotely. Unfortunately, when he did that, he did it to a group called All Servers. Unfortunately, yeah. Right? So there's a group called All Servers, and he went, oops! And thankfully, he managed to see it when 2 servers got formatted. So he immediately pulled out the cable. But imagine if he didn't see it, or he did it at 6 o'clock, okay, go home. Right? I think we have a rude awakening when he comes in the next morning. So these are the type of things that we need to see, right, before it actually happens. And the problem is sometimes it takes the complaints from the users a bit too long for it to come back before the problem is really too great. Okay? What about service levels? Service levels is the one that I'm talking about, right? Or relating to what I'm talking about.